Residents in Luzon can be rest assured of having a brownout-free weekend. This despite the thin power reserves for the next 2 days. Freddie Abando reports.
Power reserves for the weekend will be thin due to the shutdown of the Ilijan gas-fired plant in Batangas for maintenance servicing. Despite this, Energy Secretary Jericho Petilla said there is no cause for concern of brownouts in Meralco franchise areas and the Luzon grid. Petilla declared a yellow alert.
We have optimized the schedule in a sense because sometimes you don't have to make miracles. Okay, you simply have to actually time it properly. The peaking. Well, number one, it's going to happen on a weekend. Number two is instead of starting on certain times when we have a huge demand even on a weekend, we've timed it so that we will have thin reserves, but we don't expect any power interruption.
However, Petilla's assurance has not been convincing for electricity consumers in the Luzon grid, since there are 3 major power plants that have either conked out or down for service maintenance. There's the Masinloc coal-fired plant in Zambales, GN Power and Pagbilao, and even Calaca are still non-operational. Petilla is hoping all 3 will be back online tonight or tomorrow to prevent power outages.
It's not the maintenance of the plant that really causes havoc. It is actually the forced outages because you can't predict them. You don't know when they're going to happen. If you know what's going to happen, more or less, you can prepare. Like, for example, peaking, for example, is going to happen on the weekend. Will be on yellow alert. As long as no other plant go down, we don't expect any plant going down, then we're going to be okay.
Petilla Bear 3 power plants are expected to be operational by the end of the year to address the rising demand of electricity to fuel the sustained growth of the economy. Petilla's commitment is to ensure more investments for power generation and transmission from the private sector in the years ahead to ensure the concern of supply and cost expressed by foreign investors will be addressed to enhance the entry of more foreign direct investments.
We have to think long term. And the long term solution here is basically, the way I see it, is we're crafting a policy right now is aggregating the demand, pulling them out, okay, making them transparent, and then auctioning them to people or to power players who want to build plants.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.